Welcome back to the SSL Family Dad channel. Well, here we are again in the basement underneath the fluorescent lights, working on the plumbing issues here at this house. If you have been following along or not, I'll give you the recap. So last year, towards the end of the year, we found a secret room under the house, a room that we did not know existed. It's what we thought was a crawl space, but it turned out to be like a full-size basement area with an unfinished floor, essentially. The reason that I discovered that was because we were having issues with somewhere in the floor, a sewer pipe, a drain pipe, was leaking into the underground heating ducts. There are heating ducts in the underground here under the slab of this lower level of the house. We rerouted some plumbing and fixed that issue, but there is a cast iron pipe underneath this floor somewhere that is rusted out. We're no longer using it. I rerouted that plumbing. But on this end of the house, towards the septic tank, towards where the plumbing exits the house, we are having more issues that I discovered last year as well, and they're getting worse, and so it's just time to get this taken care of. So down in this basement area, we have a little utility room here, and then what was called the cedar closet. It had basically cedar OSB in there. It was like a little storage closet. So the issue that we found last year, I was trying to sort out. I saw a little moisture here last year by this pipe, and I knew that there was a heating duct. See that heating duct right there on the floor? And that ran over here, and there was a heat register. And so what I thought was, well, maybe this is leaking underground and getting into this heat duct here, and then running down underneath the floor and getting out into that, making the house smell. Turns out this was not the issue. It was a different place. But this was still leaking a little bit, so I had this little opening here, which I have now made much bigger, and I just kind of left it. I had a lot of other priorities, a lot of other projects going on, and so now it's time to tackle this. So it started leaking worse over the last month, and it's not going to get better. So I've uncovered this pipe here. I've got a pipe here. I need to figure out where all this goes. So this is looking from that other room, and it looks like all along the wall there's fresh cement. So that has all been chipped out before. I don't know why. There's a pipe capped off here. I'm wondering if there was a utility sink or something else in here at some time, or maybe laundry down here. I don't know. So this is the beginning of a series that will run for a little while. I'm doing this on days off. I'm doing this here and there. I'm going to try to uncover all of this and replace sections at a time, probably. So I have to figure out where everything is under the ground first. I don't have any plans from the house. I've checked with the township. I've checked with everything. I don't have any plumbing drawings. I don't have any blueprints. I have nothing that I've been able to find that would help me out here. So I literally have to dig and seek and find things. I have to bucket out all of the dirt and sand, take it and dump it, and then when I'm all done with this, I have to refill all that, pack it all, and then put cement in there. It's never getting it done if we don't get started. So let's dig in and start literally digging in, smash some more concrete out of the way. I've got a concrete saw I'm going to use. I've got hammers, I've got chisels, air chisels, and other things. So we'll see what progress we can make and what we can find today, and get started on this major renovation here. It's not even attached anymore. Oh no. Is this some kind of P-trap? All right, I think I have discovered at least a few things. So I had to put I had to grab one of my daughter's pool toys and cut some vinyl out of it. So that's a temporary patch until I can get to run up to Home Depot and grab some fittings and some of these rubber type couplers, so I can go from PVC to the cast iron. So I'm going to replace all of this, and it looks like we have a pipe here, and I don't know if this is how it was originally installed or if there's been patches done to this, but there's hose clamps there. It looks like a metal kind of a patch. There's the same thing here, and then I also found a T right here, or a Y, so you can see back there. Looks like this is how they coupled this together, the cast iron. So we got a Y right here, and then that goes that way, which goes out that way to the bathroom, I think. This here is this is from our air conditioning condensation, or from a furnace, and from our water softener. It all goes in here. This was, I thought this was a floor drain that dumped somewhere else, but I think, I just can't tell where this goes yet. It almost looks like it has like a P-trap. It looks like it's going back up, and then maybe it connects to the sewer pipe here. I was hoping that, I don't know what this was here. This does not look to be, maybe they were looking for the sewer pipe and they cut this out. I don't know. There's nothing underneath here that I can find. So I thought originally that maybe the sewer pipe turned this way and ran along the edge of the wall here, but I think what this is they've had moisture problems on this wall. You can see all the mold and stuff in here. And so what they did was they broke the concrete up here, and they buried this plastic, corrugated plastic in here. So any water that weeps through the wall would go behind this and go underneath the floor. I'm not sure if that's a common practice or not. I've never seen anything like that. It seems like the best thing to do would be to fix the water coming in, but hey. All right, it's time to get this fixed. So we're gonna get all this taken out. I'm gonna come all the way up to this rubber boot here and put a coupler in, and then we'll come down from there. We'll redo this. I'm also gonna tie in this other drain here from the air conditioning furnace, and that'll tie in somewhere down here, so I'll put another Y in. This is for a utility sink that I plan on putting back eventually, so I'll tie that back in. I may actually cut it back here and get rid of this Y so that I can detach this pipe, which is no longer going to be used, or it's not being used anywhere else in the house right now. Then I can cap that off, and then that'll be all disconnected. This right here is a P-trap. It's a cast iron P-trap that goes up to what was a floor drain, and you can see the other half of that sitting over there. It just rusted right off. And the cast iron pipe seems to be pretty good. The stuff that was buried, it seems to be right at the cement level where it was rusting the worst. You can see right here, this was right where the concrete was, that this is all messed up. But then down here, it's not as bad. Of course, we had a bunch of leaks down here, so I think that was wet constantly. But this part right here, I think we can clean up. Hopefully we can couple to this okay. Hope I can clean it up enough. So before I did this, I poured bleach in all the toilet bowls, sinks, drains, utility sinks, everything everywhere. So it's semi-clean water anyway. Well, the pipe is still hard, that's for sure. cast iron's heavy. That's all that. I thought that this Y that went over here, went down this trench and up this this pipe here where there must have been a utility sink or something. I thought that that may have gone along there to that bathroom on the other side. I was wrong. The pipe comes down, I have to reconnect, and then just reconnect it right to this. And that pipe must come out here and meet up with the main pipe that goes out there, and then there must be a main pipe that comes down here that connects to that toilet still. It's like brand new. Well, there's the almost finished product anyway. So we have a clean out at the top, and then that goes down to this Y. This will feed the utility sink line. I'm going to tie that in there. I just need a Street 45 that I didn't have. So we'll go back and grab that. And then that other line over there is a condensate drain and the drain for the water softener. So I'm going to tie that in. I also have to put a P-trap in there, so I'm going to go back to the hardware store, get a few things to tie that up. But that's okay, that's not necessary now. I can cap those both off for now. So this comes down to another long sweep Y here, and this just goes over and is capped off. So my future plan is going to be to actually run that over there, and on the other side of that wall is the bathroom, and then I'll add the shower and redo the piping there and get rid of all the cast iron. So that will this will be another future project. So I'll probably leave this hole open right here, and then we'll fill in and re-cement all the rest of it. And then this goes right to here and ties into the cast iron. So you'd be surprised at how tough that cast iron still is. It's you know, it's gonna last many years. So interesting. This looks like all these sections of cast iron, they were put together with these straps, and I think there's like a rubber seal, it looks like, underneath here. And then this must be a stainless steel strap, and that's pretty good stainless steel. It seems like this is, you know, over 50 years old. So this is the piece that that failed completely, and it failed right at the line where the cement floor was. So where that concrete probably kept moist, maybe it got a leak here, or maybe there was some water leaking from this and just got water along that concrete, and it just starts to rust away, and that rusted all the way around. And as soon as I started you know, moving that cement and hitting that cement with a hammer, it just sheared right off. So we'll end this video where we're at here today, but there's lots more to come with this project and the bathroom renovation. So we've got lots more work to do. This was only kind of phase 1A of this whole project. So now I've got an idea of where all these pipes run. I learned a lot about where the other pipes are under the floor, and I can get started on slowly replacing and abandoning some of the older cast iron pipes that are further up the line here in the sewer drain. So a couple things if you're going to take on a project like this of your own. A couple tips, things that I've learned. So this is actually drywall screen. This was very handy to clean up the cast iron pipe. As far as cutting it goes, the Sawzall, I went through 3 blades, and they were all brand new metal blades, and it took a while. It was tough to cut through. A grinding wheel, a cutter, definitely helped get me started. And that actually wasn't a cutting wheel on there, that was a grinding wheel. And so it didn't really cut very well, but it did get me started, and I used the Sawzall to get through the rest of the way, so that worked really well. If you guys have questions about anything, if you have to tackle a project like this at your house, please let me know. You can throw things down in the comments down below. I do monitor the channel, so even if it's 10 years from now, I'll still get your comment and hopefully be able to answer you. Don't forget to hit thumbs up on today's video. Share this with friends and family, anybody else that you know that may have to tackle something like this at their house. It's definitely a lot of work. As always, guys, thanks for watching. Have a good one.